tops with Tuny up on Rocky Top. She's tops in Tennessee. In the Radio Hall of Fame, she's the first living lady. 89, she's so fine, she can still rise and shine. A Tennessee legend with all her cousins, a star that shines through time. Tops with Tuny will always be home sweet home Tennessee. In good old Rocky Top, she's tops in Tennessee. She's tops cousin Tuny. She's the top cuz of Tennessee.
Great evening, and thanks for coming. You know, I was thinking about Doris' cousin, Tuny Freeman, and I wondered where to start. It's really hard. She's had such a long and storied career. My first memories of Doris Freeman is sitting in my mom's lap, up next to no True Tone radio, turning it on, letting it glow a little bit. You know, the tubes would glow. Most of you know about that, don't you? And Doris would be on the radio on WDXI. You know, we always listened to the radio, but then I had the great opportunity of seeing Doris when she made the transition to TV at WDXI. And when we went to town, I grew up on a farm, so it was just like, you know, once a month I could go to town. And we would see Doris in the bank, and boy, that was the real star. Doris at the National Bank of Commerce. Down there cashing that check, I guess, Doris. You know, being a country boy and growing up, I always dreamed of being in radio. And fortunately, I got that opportunity. And fortunately, I got to work with Doris in my first job at the old Dixie Radio Network in Jackson, Tennessee. She was very encouraging to a green country kid from the farm. She was funny. She taught me the importance about making sure your advertiser got that credit on the radio so we could play those ads, you know. Doris did a lot of remotes, and back then, and I know most of you know about that, they were hour-long, non-stop, talk forever and ever. But she always handled those with grace, and she did a great job. I also had the opportunity, and you know, the early days of radio, you did everything. We did the Miss Tennessee pageant on radio, a beauty pageant. Doris, along with Gertrude Kisber's department store, sponsored the pageant at WDXI. I was the engineer, you know, tuning the little Shure mixer there, you know, the little 4 inputs, you know, that sort of thing. Doris and Gertrude would describe the contestants as they walk out. You know, you got swimsuit, you got talent, you know, you got evening gown. Well, one night this very shapely girl came out in a swimsuit. And Doris went, "My God, look at her big teeth." I'm glad you said that, Doris. You gave me a heart attack. But we had a lot of fun working, and Doris taught me a lot of things about radio, and it was my pleasure to work with Doris in radio, and then down through the years on TV, and she never met an event that was important to the community that she didn't work for, or a cause that helped the community. She was a pioneer in the radio business as a female. She typed the application for WDXI AM 1310 to put it on the air. She had the privilege, she told me, to sit in the parking lot and watch those 4-tower directional array go up there. She also had the opportunity to watch a TV station go on the air. Doris, it's my pleasure to be a friend and welcome you to the Tennessee Radio Hall of Fame.
Once again, it's my pleasure to make a very special introduction for a very special person to me. Cousin Tuny worked hand in hand with Jackson native Carl Perkins for years in an effort to stamp out child abuse. For this and more, she holds iconic status at home. She's generous, she's an inspiration, she's caring, she's kind. This dear lady is truly one of a kind. And tonight, she becomes one of us. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor and pleasure to say Doris Freeman and Cousin Tuny, welcome to the Tennessee Radio Hall of Fame.
Oh, it ain't no trick. Just wear a big smile and stay on the go with yes,
Some know her as Doris Freeman. Some know her as Cousin Tuny. And those who know both have truly been blessed. Doris Freeman was simply born to entertain. At the age of 7, little Doris Freeman was already a big hit on the radio. By the 1940s, she had worked her way up into a regular daily air shift. But that wasn't enough, not for our Doris. She also worked in sales. She'd compose jingles from what she saw in print ads. She'd record those jingles on her own reel-to-reel machine and then play them back for the clients. She worked and it worked. For years, using her talent and personality, Doris had a closing rate of nearly 90%. Her talents were simply too big for radio. She needed another creative outlet. So she turned to television. In 1955, Doris Freeman applied for and received the FCC license for Jackson's first television station. She was adamant that a show was needed for children, and that gave birth to Cousin Tuny. A little bit of her close friend Minnie Pearl, combined with a little bit of her idol Lucille Ball, mixed in with a whole lot of her own unique personality, and she had discovered the perfect character to entertain and inform her beloved kids. She did both in spades. A daily radio show, followed by a daily afternoon TV show. And that was just for work, for her heart, and from the heart. Cousin Tuny was the face of nearly 100 different telethons over the years, all to benefit kids. One charity very close to her heart, the Perkins Center for the Prevention of Child Abuse.
With all my cousins and some very special angels who will be with us until 10 o'clock. Cuz, we need you out there to help us stop child abuse in our own backyard. Come on, don't leave us. Stay with us out there.
And for years, Doris hosted numerous telethons with Hall of Fame member and close friend Wink Martindale. In a community and an industry full of change, West Tennessee has had one constant through it all. And all this while being a single mother of 4 and everybody's cousin. Doris Freeman, Cousin Tuny, welcome to the Tennessee Radio Hall of Fame.
I had to say this. 82 years ago, I was 7 years old. I stepped up on a tap dancing board and faced a live microphone on WTJS radio in Jackson, Tennessee. And we were kicking off an Orange Crush kiddie club. And that's when I fell in love with that metal square thing that was taking voices out and giving messages and helping so many people. But I cannot accept this induction for me. It is ours. You never accomplish anything alone. And all of you wonderful people out there who supported all of the broadcasting people, you are part of these inductions. You know, radio is the granddaddy of this high-tech world. And if it ever gets unplugged, God help us. But it is, I've been so blessed. I have 4 fabulous children, 4 wonderful grandsons, and 5 great-grandchildren that call me Go-Go. But I have been blessed with so many people years, and I just thank the good Lord for the pleasure of doing it. I have done about everything in radio except I've never climbed a tower. If I had to, I guess I've done that too. But I thank you. And there's some special people up yonder sitting on a cloud said, "You go, Tuny, you go." So, you know, we are all in service here. And through the medium of radio on into the big time, that's why we are who we are. So protect it, treasure it, and take care of it, because broadcasting is the name of the game. So folks, you stay wonderful. God bless, and I'll see you down the road.
Notice she's still wearing her dancing shoes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, those silver shoes. She may dance as a jig here in a minute.
Yeah. She's getting, make sure she's getting all the jewelry, the awards, the necklaces, everything that goes with it. Thank you, Doris. And congratulations. Oh, this is going to get out of hand quickly, isn't it? You know, she was talking about doing a beauty pageant on radio. Well, they were talking about doing a beauty pageant on radio. How many in here have ever covered fireworks on radio? Pretty much the same thing as beauty pageant. A lot of oohs, ahs, and oh my gosh, look at that. Okay.
Talks with Tuny will always be home, sweet home, Tennessee. In good old Rocky Top, she's Tops in Tennessee. She's Tops, cousin to me. She's the top, cause of Tennessee.